here's the situation. This is the story. Ohio Secretary of State Frank LaRose, who's a Republican, by the way, not that that matters, but he's just doing his job, notified top Democrat officials that their party's national convention is scheduled to occur well past Ohio's deadline for certifying presidential candidates. The Democrat National Convention is scheduled to convene on August the 19th of this year. And this is very typical. The GOP, we will convene in July, and it's always that sort of tradition. The ruling party, they have their convention last. They have theirs later. But evidently somebody within the Democrat Party wasn't paying close attention to some of the deadlines, particularly Ohio. LaRose wrote this letter to the Biden administration or the Biden campaign and top Democrat officials at the Democrat National Committee. ABC News actually was one of the first to report on it over the weekend. LaRose's legal counsel, Paul DeSantis, wrote in the letter, "I'm left to conclude that the Democrat National Committee must either move up its nominating convention or the Ohio General Assembly must act by May the 9th, which is 90 days prior to a new law's effective date, to create an exception to this statutory requirement." So bottom line is, as it stands right now, unless Ohio passes special legislation, and quite honestly, I'm not sure what the makeup of the Ohio General Assembly is, if it's dominated by Republicans or Democrats. If you're in Ohio and you know the answer to that, please text it to me on the MyPillow text line, 800-655-6453. The state would either have to change their law or the Democrats will have to move the date of their convention in August in order to make this deadline. According to ABC News, Biden's campaign did not respond to a request for comment. They just said that they're monitoring the situation in Ohio and remain confident that Joe Biden will be on the ballot in all 50 states. The Democrat Party of Ohio also did not respond to LaRose's letter. Of course, the Democrat Party or the Democrat National Convention is when Joe Biden will officially, if Joe Biden is, and I still have my doubts. I'm still not sure that they intend to nominate Joe Biden. Would not surprise me at all if when they convene in August, and whether it's August 19th as planned, or if they move it back, I should say, to meet the Ohio deadlines, it still won't surprise me if some change doesn't take place at the convention. Are you convinced that Joe Biden will be the nominee? Yes, he has the delegates. But is there going to be some type of switch to get this old man off of their ballot? Now, news of this letter from the Ohio Secretary of State came the same day that an internal memo that showed a bit of panic within the Democrat Party over its, quote, nonpartisan voter registration efforts that is potentially helping former President Donald Trump. Now, get this. You know, the Democrat Party, they have the reputation of being pretty good at registering people to vote. They probably have done a better job of recruiting new voters than we have on the Republican side. The problem that they're having right now, or what they're seeing, is that a lot of the people they're registering, and they do this at fairs and public areas, shopping malls, just anywhere there's a crowd of people. The problem that they're running into, according to the memo, is that they're registering the wrong people. that some of the people they're registering are indicating that they actually prefer Donald Trump, and they'll probably vote for Donald Trump in November. So this memo has some Democrat Party operatives. They're panicking over this. It says, indeed, if we were to blindly register non-voters and get them on the rolls, we would be distinctly aiding Trump's quest for a personal dictatorship. The memo argues that Democrats should focus their registration efforts only in specific heavily pro-Biden populations. And the Washington Post explained that the rise in Trump support among non-registered voters has run up against a long-held Democrat policy priority of growing the voter rolls. And yes, they do. They do. They have done a much better job than us in registering voters, but in this case, looks like they're registering the wrong people. I hope they keep up the good work, don't you?